I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Capcom's been using the Street Fighter like social media channels a lot more. Like on TikTok, they love posting juries. And on Twitter, they've been doing some more interactive marketing, I'll call it. For example, on my timeline today, I saw this fighter and control type personality quiz pop up. It's supposed to help you choose your main character. And I'm a sucker for things that are all about me, so let's take the survey. We'll do it a few times because I think, one, for accuracy, we'll see if we get the same character twice, and two, because I don't know if it's like how exams were in college, where it's just a bunch of questions in a pool, and then you get fed random questions so that you don't, influence the result. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll take it 2 or 3 times and see if anything changes. All right, let's start the quiz. So take this quiz to find out which fighter from Street Fighter 6 best suits you. Whether you're a fighting game rookie, casual enjoyer, veteran player who already has a favorite character in mind, try this quiz out and you might be surprised with the results. Let's get started. First question. The fight has started. The moves you make now can make or break. God, dude, I just graduated. I can't even fucking read anymore. Let's restart. The fight started. The moves you make now can make or break the flow going forward. What do you do? Keep your distance and see what your opponent does, or use pokes to close the gap between me and my opponent. Okay. This is a funny question to have first, because in Street Fighter 5, it's a no-brainer that I would just put A. This is like the quintessential Andy LO2 playstyle, but when it comes to 6 and playing that beta, this is more how I ended up playing, just because it felt so fucking bad to sit around and keep your distance and just have some guy drive rush at you, hit you low, and just blow you the fuck up. Like, it felt so terrible to play like this for a long period of time in the 6 beta. Like, for the first round, I would do this just so I could get a read on what kind of player they were. But eventually, it turned more to this. Like, I was getting a little bit more aggressive because I felt like blocking just put me at such a great disadvantage. You know, like, by the time I was already keeping my distance, like, understanding what my opponent does, I had lost all of my drive gauge. It happened multiple times where, like, the opponent would just raw drive rush in, and my ass would be like, okay, he's done it like 6 times. He has to be running out of bar. And I'd look up, and I'm the one running out of bar because he's just pressuring me, right? And I'm losing meter for blocking all these attacks, and he's gaining it for being on the attack. So I'm going to go ahead and put B this time, because that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards these days and when it comes to Street Fighter 6. Second question. Fights can go a number of different ways. For every quick win, there's a tight spot from which you have to claw your way out. What's your ideal approach to fight? Playing things safe from the start to finish, maintaining as much of a lead as I can, dealing big damage even if I put myself in dicey situations. Definitely an A type of player, a very safe type of player, you know, almost overly safe, I'd say. So I'm trying to fix that, but I definitely like playing a little bit lamer than most people, and I find it more fun than, like, I don't know, taking a bunch of risk to try and get damage. Okay, let's see. Your opponent is calm, cool, collected. He's just like me, for real. And efficient in their movement. You have to gain the upper hand somehow. What do you do? Wait for my opponent to miss a poke and punish them accordingly. Use powerful move that leaves me open and strike them hard. This is not me. B is definitely not me. This is giving me big Kimberly energy, right? This is like, I'm going to run up and I'm going to do the little kick move while I flip off, and I'm not going to do anything, and I'm going to try and bait a DP. That's kind of what this reminds me of. This also kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, like a Balrog dash straight. It's just reminding me of a lot of neutral skip options and then trying to, I don't know, cheese them afterwards. I don't like this. This is not me. I'm going to go with A. You've been playing smart and have a huge life lead. You can practically taste victory. Which of these helps you pull off the win? A speedy, close-range combat that leaves little room for the opponent to punish me. A more tactical approach where I leave my opponent at bay with projectiles of varying speeds. I was there with you until I saw projectiles. This is going to be a hot take, I fucking hate the fireball game. I don't want a character with a fireball because I don't want to play the fireball game. I have to go with A. I just, like, think about, if you've been on this channel for a while, think about the characters that I've played, right? Karine, Pauline, Cammy, who else? A bunch of characters in 5 that I played, none of them had a fireball. That's by design. I do not like the fireball game. And you can call me a scrub for that. That's all right. I'm going to go with A. You've crushed it in close quarters and secured the win. Close combat is the heart of any fight. Which type do you prefer? The type that doesn't struggle to get in close and has a variety of moves at their disposal. The type that might struggle to get close, but once they do, they unleash hell. I'm big B man. That's me. I want I don't care if I have to walk and block for half of the match. But once I get in, I want them to be scared, you know? Like, I really liked playing Colleen in 5 for that reason, is that she didn't have a very good answer to fireballs, but I could just walk and block up a lot of the time. And I think I think that's a really fun game to play with a zoner when you're walking and blocking up and you get to a point where they cannot safely throw a fireball anymore, and now they have to decide, am I going to jump back and give up space? Am I going to jump forward and risk jumping in? Am I going to press a button and whiff it? Like, what am I going to do to stop this guy from walking and blocking? You're just like an impending force. You are a fortress walking forward. I really like that kind of archetype. This was not rigged. I promise you this was not rigged. That's crazy that I got like one of my main characters. Let's go to control type real quick and see if we get classic though. The heart of any fighting game, well, is the fighting. Everyone wants different things from a match, but which of these is what you want? I want one thing, only to win. I want me and my opponents to get to know each other through battle. This is a very, this is an idealistic thought process, right? This is what we all want to be. This is what we probably are. So I'm going to answer A. You fight because you want to win, but in order to do that, what do you place the most important on? Knowing the ins and outs of my character and unleashing their full potential. This is me. I'm not very good at it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not very good at lapping my characters and fully understanding them, but I try my best, and this is what I find fun. Being able to think quick on my feet and assess any given situation right away. Like, I mean, this is cool too, but I really like this. I don't know. Like, I don't know what these have to do with controls. I'm going to go with A. Okay. So this is what we got. Not super surprising, maybe, but I don't know. Let's do it again. Let's do it at least one more time and see if I'm a fraud or not. All right, let me start it and see if it's the same questions. If it's not, then I'll do a whole run through again. But if it is, then maybe we can do something a little bit more fun than just me filling it back out the exact same way. Playing things safe. Yeah, I think it's the exact same way because I'm choosing the exact same answers, right? Yeah. I think it'd be kind of fun to induce an answer. So let's see if we can get Manon based on how we think she plays. I think that'd be pretty fun. So let's see. Let's get into a mind of a grappler. So what does a grappler want to do? They want to get in and instill some fear. We're going to go with B. We're going to go with dealing big damage, even if you have to take some risk. I don't think a grappler benefits very much from sitting back. You can't beat your opponents until you beat them up. It's time to shine and show off your skills. Which of these is most your style? Breaking your opponent's guard and comboing them. I think we all know what character this is. This is not what we want. We're going to go with B. There's not much time left. Your opponent's got a life lead, but you can still turn things around with the right attack. What is your move? Use a normal attack with a good hit range. Rush in. I think rush in. Oh my god, that's completely wrong. That's somehow almost the opposite of what we wanted. So final tally, we got Cammy twice, and we somehow got Honda by answering almost the exact opposite of what we did the first 2 times. If you want to take the survey yourself, I'll leave it down in the description. And while you're down there, check if you're subbed. Trying to hit 10,000. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you again very soon.